History in the making here tonight in Orlando. Welcome to the Caribe Royale. This is the official launch of Matchroom Boxing Project Series with Boxlab Promotions. Tonight we got a great card coming up on DAZN, and before that on YouTube we have a fantastic fight. This platform, no padded records, no easy fights. It's going to be a springboard for a lot of fighters to have a lot of great opportunities, so we're all very excited for this. Let's welcome you in ringside. I am Karan Bhatia, joined by Ak and Barak, and guys, we are all pumped for the launch of this new project series and excited to see all of these fighters. So first up in our YouTube card, Haven Brady. He's undefeated, 17-0. He trains alongside Boots Ennis, but he's got a tough opponent across the ring, and that is Brian Jimenez, who's relishing the opportunity to play spoiler, guys.
I mean, he has a tough opponent, but he's used to the lights. He's been in the bubble during the pandemic. He's fought at Madison Square Garden. He's fought in Vegas. You know, he's fought at Overtime Arena. Like, this kid is used to the lights, and he always shines, especially his last fight. But he only had one round in a whole year, so I'm curious to see how he responds.
Yeah, it could be a little rusty, but to your point, Barak, he is made for this. I mean, he's so comfortable in that ring. He takes his time. Like to your point, he was on OTX. He fought for top rank. He's trying to get to that next level. Like, he's ready to start fighting for titles soon. 17-0. You know, this is his first fight on Matchroom. Excited, like it's somewhat of an audition, even though he's already shown that he has the goods. Still, first time on Matchroom, he wants to put an exclamation point and saying, you guys did the right thing, put me on board.
Yeah, Haven Brady is the newest signing to the Matchroom roster, and obviously he's looking to show out because of that. And later tonight, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern on DAZN, we have a stacked 4-fight card. At the top of our bill, we got 2 title fights, we got young fighters in action, and so we're looking forward to tonight. And we've been talking about what this series is, guys, right? This is project series, right? So young, up-and-coming fighters. And let's take a look here at this card. At the top, Marksman versus Christian Barreto. I mean, this is going to be very exciting. You see the title belts on the line there. Same thing for the fight below that. So those 2 fights, that main event and co-main event, 2 titles on the line and 2 undefeated fighters.
Oh, man, this is going to be great. The thing I like is that these guys are confident. Nobody here has come to be just their opponent, and they get to prove it tonight.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, we talked about Marksman and his pedigree, right? He learned a lot from Shakur Stevenson, arguably one of the best fighters in the world today, and he said he held his own. He landed shots
All fighters
against
say
Shakur. That. I know, we need footage. We need proof of that. But nevertheless, on the other side with Barreto, with the confidence he has, being signed by Kaipo Promotions, Kaipo supposedly will be here in the building tonight to watch him. They both have a lot on the line in this new project series. Like, this is a project. We're going to see, you know, who passes the test, who gets an A tonight. And even in the co-main event, I love the Bray and Ingram fight as well. I like that energy that they're bringing to the table. I know we're going to see a lot of people, you know, on their team in the crowd today. And we might do a little Richter scale, like who has the loudest cheer when they walk in.
And speaking of cheer, let's not sleep on young Kaipo Gallegos. He's got a fantastic matchup coming up with Desmond Lyons. And, of course, to start off of our action, Carlos De Leon representing Puerto Rico. He's going to be taking on tough Maxwel Montes. Let's get the action started here from Caribe Royale. This is Matchroom Boxing Project Series with Boxlab. Let's get it started.
Walking to the fight.
Welcome back to the Caribe Royale. This is Matchroom Boxing Project Series with Boxlab and our first bout here on YouTube. And guys, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. You see the age difference, height difference. What sticks out to you guys?
Well, I think it's the reach difference, but I do feel like Haven Brady is athletic enough to counteract that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to get on the inside. I mean, when a guy has longer reach, you have to be able to control the distance, and he's been good at that.
And let's take a look at some of the experience difference here, right? The debut, the rounds, right? This is all taken into account here. What do you guys see here?
I mean, obviously, you know, Jimenez has way more rounds, and he comes from a country that they're fighters. You know, there's a lot of poverty. They have to fight their way to get to this point. Don't think this is not going to be a soft touch at all. Haven Brady has a real fight in front of him.
Five more fights for Jimenez, but this will be a fantastic matchup. I think everyone here is ready to get it started. So to get our first fight out to the ring, let's go inside the ring. Here's Mark Fratto.
All right, fight fans here in Orlando and those tuned in around the world on YouTube. This is the Matchroom Project Series, and we're set to begin. Let's meet on his way to the red corner from Managua, Nicaragua, Brian El Sordo Jimenez.
He's proudly representing Managua, Nicaragua, the land of Alexis Arguello, Chocolatito. Brian Jimenez, he has one job here tonight, guys. Play spoiler, get the big upset win.
Oh, that's going to be tough. You know, he's coming off of 2 losses. You know, a lot of fighters seem confident, but we're going to have to see. He got a tough task ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, look, sometimes you need to get knocked down to wake up. We don't know what's happened since those 2 losses. So maybe he's coming with a new energy for this one.
Big opportunity here for Brian Jimenez. Also a big opportunity for Haven Brady Jr., the newest Matchroom signing. Let's get him to the ring. Here's Mark.
And now, please welcome his undefeated opponent, coming to the blue corner from Albany, Georgia, the Hitman, Haven Brady.
Haven Brady Jr. trains out of Philadelphia with Team Boots Ennis, just signed with Matchroom. He's looking to cash in on that with this big opportunity. He also may be eyeing the main event as a possible future opponent, but future certainly bright for Haven Brady.
As he walks out to that Meek Millie, representing Philly, even though he's not from Philly, but he spends a lot of time there. So that's kind of his second home, so he's claiming it.
Yeah, he's fresh out of the Philly camp, man. I see he has that boot style. You notice how he do the slow motion move? I can't wait to see him tonight.
It's influence.
Our fighters are in the ring. Let's get our opening bout here, our YouTube bout underway. One more time, back into the ring. Here's Mark.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Caribe Royale here in Orlando, Florida. This is the Matchroom Boxing Project Series, live on YouTube. Our opening contest is scheduled for 8 rounds in the lightweight division. Brought to you by Matchroom Boxing in association with Boxlab Promotions. And is presented by BetOnline. Odds for tonight's fights are brought to you by BetOnline. Caribe Royale Orlando, embrace every moment, live Royale, and Riyadh Season. The judges scoring this contest are Rodolfo Aguiar, Rose Lesend, and Alexander Levin. And controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Christopher Young. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at an even 136 pounds. As a professional, his impressive record stands with 18 victories, 4 defeats, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. He wears black this evening and hails from Managua, Nicaragua. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian El Sordo Jimenez. His opponent is undefeated, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 135.6 pounds. As a professional, his resume is perfect. 17 bouts, 17 victories, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He wears white with silver and hails from Albany, Georgia. Please welcome the former WBC USA silver champion, Hitman, Haven Brady.
Gentlemen, listen. This cool right here. Gentlemen, you see instructions in the dressing room. They're tough, clean fight. Be my commands of all time. Protect yourself all the time. Touch them up.
As we mentioned, Haven Brady Jr. has been eyeing tonight's main event as a future possible opponent, but that doesn't mean he's overlooking the man across the ring, Brian Jimenez. Jimenez's own admission, he's sacrificed for this sport. He's sacrificed for this moment. Let's get it underway. Karan Bhatia on the call, joined by Akin Barak. Haven Brady in the white trunks, Brian Jimenez in the black trunks. This one is scheduled for 8 at lightweight. And guys, here we go.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to overlook any opponent. The way Bozy trains in that gym, they overlook no one.
You know, Brady is small for this weight class, but Jimenez, you know, he fights with a wide stance and makes him a little bit shorter, and he crouches down, so you're not going to see much of a difference here.
Yeah, but right away, as soon as Jimenez threw that looping shot, I like the way Haven caught it and is comfortable there in the pocket so far. But he hasn't been in the ring for a while, so to shake those cobwebs off.
Both in a southpaw stance, feeling each other out.
There's a left hand for Brady, partially blocked, but got the attention of Jimenez.
Nice little stab to the body by Jimenez there. You know, after being out the ring for a while, like you need to get in there and get touched up a little bit and feel the opponent, get that distance. Takes time. It's a little rust.
I think he's trying to show his athleticism already. Brady, you know, coming in there square, but moving his head, you know, being tricky.
He certainly is. Moments ago, right hand to the body for Brady, then a left hook upstairs, and Haven Brady is scoring in this round one. Not much of a feeling out round for him. It looks like, to what your point, guys, he's just trying to get right into it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I like his defense, too. He's catching a lot of those shots coming from Jimenez. I don't know. Maybe see Jimenez. It seems a little more tentative right now. You see, he's backing up. He's not really coming forward with the same intensity,
and not in the right range to land those shots that he's trying to throw. He's out of distance as Haven puts the pressure on, and again, straight right hand to the midsection.
There was 3 straight right hands by Haven Brady that landed to the body, and Jimenez is backing up already in round one.
But Jimenez is tough. You know, he's not going to go out that easy. He's a pretty tough guy.
Right. But see, he's starting to time that looping left hand Jimenez is throwing. Haven's already been able to catch it and roll with it. Roll underneath it.
Haven's back in the orthodox stance. You know, just showing his toolbox. You know, just showing off his toolbox. You know, fighting a little bit from the southpaw stance. Now he's back in orthodox.
And I believe as the rounds go, he's going to get more comfortable in there once that rust is completely off and he gets the right distance.
That will end round one. Haven Brady landed to the body, got the cobwebs out, and looked very comfortable in there. We spoke about the height difference. We even said Haven Brady maybe a little bit undersized, but he's going to the body. He's moving around. So a good round one for Haven Brady. And Jimenez, you know, maybe he'll try to work his length a little more in the upcoming rounds, you would think.
Yeah, Jimenez said in the fighting meetings, he says, yeah, you know, Brady looks small, but he looks strong. And I think that's one thing that Brady showed in this round, that he is strong, being able to back Jimenez up.
As Brady stands in the corner, chooses not to sit on the stool as many fighters do that. Boots does it well as well.
Right. Some fighters say, you know what, I think that's a myth that sitting down, you know, rejuvenates you and helps you. Some fighters literally like to stand up in the corner.
Yeah.
You got the physical part of it, the sitting versus standing, and then the mental part of it, showing the guy across the ring, hey, I don't need to sit on a stool. I don't need any rest. And Haven Brady, we mentioned the connection to Boots Ennis, trained by Bozy Ennis, and so he's very much embedded in that camp in Philadelphia. And round two picks up right where round one left off, and it's Haven Brady going back to the body.
Yeah, no, he's trying to make a statement here in the second round right away. Getting in Jimenez's chest. Landed a couple of good body shots there as well.
Jimenez doing his own jab to the body, trying to disrupt the. Oh,
Good left hand to the body.
Yeah, absolutely.
These guys are trading body shots to the body. There's a right hand upstairs for Brady and a left hand.
Now, what Jimenez is doing good now, too, is he's recognized his distance, and he's catching Brady at the end of the punch.
Yeah, but it's not pushing Brady back. He wants to mix it up. It kind of woke him up, and he landed a couple of sneaky hooks in there as well. He's been pushing Jimenez back.
Right, but you don't want to get too comfortable. You don't get too comfortable, you start making mistakes.
No, I mean, he just wants to put some punches together there and not pot shot. And look, he got that out in the first round. He's ready to put some punches together and maybe end this fight before the last round.
These are crushing body shots by Haven Brady, and he's investing downstairs early. Clearly, these are having an effect on Brian Jimenez.
Brady complaining to the referee for something.
Maybe I think a headbutt going in there.
Yeah, I think it was. I like how when he gets inside and he starts digging with that left hand, he keeps that right hand glued.
Yeah.
He holds that telephone up.
Nice footwork by Brady there, being able to shift over to the left and land a sneaky right hand.
Right, good angles.
Didn't have much on it, but nevertheless landed.
Went to his left, the right hand upstairs.
Cutting off the ring.
Very tricky. There's the right hand upstairs again, and that is a short, compact punch, but it has power behind it.
Seems like Brady's the fresher fighter of the two.
Brady was
look at the body language.
He was trying to call Jimenez in, like, come on, come back to the ropes. You want me on the ropes? Let's go.
Another right hand landed a moment ago for Haven Brady. So he has been varying the attack, right? We saw the sustained attack downstairs, but now he's been head hunting.
Oh, beautiful.
And that will be scored a knockdown in round 2 for Haven Brady.
He switched angles so he can get the proper, oomph on his shot.
Seems like that's been the game plan all night. Body attack, and it's paying off.
And Haven Brady has 22 seconds to work in round 2. Brian Jimenez doesn't have an answer. Referee Christopher Young taking a close look. Haven Brady Jr. teeing off in the corner. And that will be the end of the fight. Referee Christopher Young waves it off. Spectacular second round knockout win for Haven Brady Jr.
Jimenez had an opportunity to hold, but the punches was too much, the barrage was too much, and Brady got him out of there, second round.
And he started investing early in the fight to the body.
He's known as the Hitman, lived up to that nickname tonight, Haven Brady did. Wanted to come in here, knew the stakes of this new series, project series, knew that he was a new signing to Matchroom, right? I think he told us in our fighting meeting, he said it's like a first date, right? That's what he described it as. So
I love that analogy, because even though he's been on great platforms, he's fought for different promotional companies, so he's been on TV before, but he understands the newness of this. And sometimes when you're growing with something, it gives you the opportunity to grow even bigger.
We know Haven Brady was featured heavily on the OTX platform, and he mentioned that was great for his career. Now, he's part of this ecosystem, Matchroom Project Series with Boxlab on DAZN, and so he'll ride that and get a lot of great highlight reel knockouts like this. Barack, let's take a look at some of the replays here. What do you see?
Beautiful. They went right to the shot. All he did was switch his angle so he dig down and land that shot right to the body. And this right here was just a barrage of punches. A lot of these didn't land, and for some reason, Jimenez was really, really hurt from that shot. So I commend him on even getting up.
You see the celebration there from Haven Brady. He's certainly confident. Now, before the fight, we said we didn't want to look ahead. But Barack, this fight was at lightweight. Our main event tonight on DAZN is at lightweight, and that is Corey Marksman versus Christian Barreto. Do you think there's a possibility to maybe see the winner of tonight's main event versus Haven Brady in the future?
I mean, when you have something and you call it Project Series, then that's what you're looking for. You're looking to build these guys up, have them on the same card, and until they clash, and that's basically what we're trying to do.
They certainly clashed there. Haven Brady got the best of it. Let's get the official time of the stoppage. Here's Mark Fratto.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee in charge, Christopher Young, calls for a halt to this contest Your official time, 2 minutes 57 seconds in round number 2. Your winner by TKO and still undefeated from Albany, Georgia, Hitman Haven Brady.
Haven gets the big win here tonight. Britton Harden of DAZN brought him to OTX. He's been high on him. He's high on him now, and he just proved why. Let's hear from him. Here's Ak.
All right, Haven, congratulations on a spectacular knockout. You've been out of the ring for a while, so we expected some cobwebs, a little rust, but you didn't show much rust, and you started attacking the body right away. Was that the game plan from the beginning, attack the body?
Yes, definitely. I knew when he was coming in, what he would bring to the table, and I watched film, and that's all he did. So just slow him down to the body, and everything else gonna follow after that.
At what point in the fight did you notice that that was gonna be the shot?
Just from the go, I knew it would go. Whatever I did to the body, would invest early in the rounds, and then later it'll fall. But it was earlier than I thought. I listened to my team. They said go to the body. You can slow him down. You can do whatever you want after that, and that's what we did.
First fight on Matchroom, on this new series, Project Series, and somewhat of an audition, even though you've been putting in work for a while and people know what you can do, but how do you grade your performance on this first night with Matchroom?
I give myself an A. It was a great performance. It felt good to be back. I just appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate Matchroom. I appreciate Boxlab and just my whole team and everybody that came out to support, and we just getting started.
Great performance. Congratulations.
I appreciate you.
Guys.
Haven Brady Jr., the Hitman, now improves to 18-0, 8 big wins by knockout. You heard from him there. Barack, we were just talking before the interview about how the folks at OTX were very high on Haven Brady, his story, everything that he's doing, now part of this ecosystem, and certainly sky's the limit for Haven Brady.
Yeah, they had a good eye. They had a good eye, and they picked Brady. And I just see a lot of that Philly influence over there in the Bozy camp.
That Boots influence.
Oh, I see it. I didn't want to say Boots, but yeah. But I just see the angles. The angles was the key here. The angles allowed him to really dig down deep and to put all his into that shot. I keep saying the
And, Haven Brady, one part of it, Ak, is what you do in the ring, and Brady was spectacular tonight. You just spoke with the man. I think a second part of it is making yourself into a marketable star, and clearly we can see from Brady's personality that's there as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the style, the flair, the style. Look, let's be honest. I mean, we talk about winning, getting the W is the most important thing, but there's an exclamation point when you stop a guy. When you get a guy out of there, you put a little extra sauce in there. What that gets you? Fans, casual fans, people that might not have known if this clip goes viral, guess what? I'm pretty sure he's going to gain some new fans tonight.
I certainly think he will, and I think also part of it, Barack, he didn't come out and say, I want a feeling out round, let me get some rounds, and he knew this was the launch, the first fight in Matchroom Project Series, and he said, hey, I want to show out.
I mean, understand something. In the fighter meeting, he said that this is the first date. So this right here is the roses. He came with the roses. He came with the nice bends outside. He's ready. And these barrage of punches is how you seal the date right there.
I think he also gave him some chocolates, little hot chocolates there, just to top it off, because this is how you make a statement when you sign to a new promoter on a new series on the biggest platform in boxing.
And the thing about these series and like at OTX and stuff like that is that you're actually competing against all your other guys in the stable. So your stable mates are trying to outdo you. So you got to put on a performance like this.
Yeah. I mean, there's competitiveness within the stables, and that pushes everybody. What they say, iron sharpens iron. It's showing.
Iron sharpens iron. Now, not only is he competing, but with Boots Ennis, right, in his stable, he could also, we talked to him about this week, he can take notes of, okay, I see what this guy is doing, that world championship level, that becoming a star level, the media obligations that come with it, all the other things that you have to balance. He's learning that from Boots as well.
I mean, Boots is one of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have that resume yet, but we've seen his performance against Xander Zayas. He's one of the best fighters in the world. He's one of the most explosive. And being under that, you're bound to be great. Look at the guys that went to the Terrence Crawford stable. You know, they probably weren't great fighters. They go there, they become champions, and that's how it
And
works.
they become better. Not only Boots, let's talk about Boots' father, Bo Jimenez. He's been in this game for a while. All his sons can fight. So he's in the right environment, and you got to give credit to the trainer as well.
And that actually reminds me of our main event headliner, Corey Marksman. He sparred with Shakur Stevenson. He learned a ton. And speaking of that main card, let's take a look at it, guys. So this is coming up tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on DAZN. Let's talk about our main event, our co-main event. There's 2 titles on the line in both of those. All 4 of those fighters are undefeated. So this isn't just up-and-coming stars making their first or second fight, right? These are established future champions, future world champions making a splash here on a big stage.
Yeah, I think especially in the Marksman, especially for him, because he's already ranked in the WBA in the top 15. So technically, you know, if that title wasn't vacant, he can fight for a title. Like if there was a champion there, he wanted to fight him, he can fight him. So he has to be ready, and he's the one that really has to show and prove tonight.
Yeah, and believe it or not, look, if these guys have monitors back there in the dress room, I don't know if they do, but when you see knockouts and performances like Haven, that pushes you, that motivates you. Look, Haven got the crowd involved. These guys don't want to disappoint. Trust me, we're going to get an excellent night of boxing tonight.
We need to bring up maybe back that bonus knockouts, the knockout bonus. I don't know. I like it. I don't think they need it for the Project Series.
Well, if we have it, Haven Brady's obviously in contention. Let's mention the bottom half of our card. And to your point, guys, I think these guys are watching back there, taking notes. Okay, Haven Brady just got the second round knockout. Let's see if we can top that. Young Kaipo Gallegos versus Desmond X Lyons. And Kaipo was on a big stage recently. He was knocked down in the 3rd round, got up, faced adversity, came back to get the big win. That's what we love to see from young fighters.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. He has another tough competitor in front of him in Desmond Lyons. This kid comes to fight. You understand, his father quit his day job and opened up a food truck just to focus on his son's training. I mean, they're not doing this just for fun. They want to go all the way in this sport.
Yeah, he came as an opponent at the Tabernacle in Atlanta, and he fought Julio Gomez, and he caused the upset. So, I mean, they picked a bad pitcher tonight. They picked the bad pitcher. It looked like the sparring partner got the best of him, but he's the guy that can spoil the apple cart.
Hey, listen, trust me that it's not going to be easy touch, and I'm going to be very impressed if Gallegos get him out of there.
Absolutely. And also for Kaipo Gallegos, his father brought him into boxing. He had a bad path to go through. He said, no, I'm going to put my son in boxing, turn our lives around. He certainly did that. Big opportunity. Our opening bout of our DAZN card, which is coming up at 8 p.m. Carlos De Leon from Puerto Rico. He's taking on Maxwel Montes. And Carlos says, hey, I want to be in those names from Puerto Rico, right? Those legends, Tito Trinidad, Miguel Cotto, Amanda Serrano. He mentioned those by names. He's also from the same hometown as Tito Trinidad. So just like Boots Ennis, maybe had rubbed off a little bit on Haven Brady, Tito Trinidad, hopefully for Carlos' sake, rubbed off on him a little bit.
Well, Tito's cousin was his first trainer in the sport of boxing, and this is his first 8th rounder, so he's training hard. He has something to prove, so this is going to be great.
Tito's been rubbing off on him since he was 7 years old. I mean, since 7, literally, it's not just like the same town. They're from like the same area, the same block radius.
Like basically the same block.
Yeah, same block. So trust me, this kid wants to impress tonight on DAZN.
For a long time, boxing has needed series like this, right? To catapult young, hungry, up-and-coming fighters to that next level. We have that now with the launch of Matchroom's Project Series with Boxlab. We're all very excited. Join us at 8 p.m. Eastern on DAZN, the inaugural Matchroom Boxing Project Series with Boxlab live from Caribe Royale in Orlando. We'll see you at 8 p.m. Eastern on DAZN.